How to be successful in life. Good morning, afternoon, evening, everyone. Success is something we all aspire to achieve, but it often feels like a distant dream. The truth is, success isn't a secret formula or a sudden stroke of luck. It's the result of consistent effort, smart choices, and a positive mindset. Whether your goal is to excel in your career, build meaningful relationships, or simply find happiness, success starts with a clear vision and determination. Today, I want to share with you 6 key principles that can guide you on the path to success in life. First, set clear goals. Without a destination, you can't chart a path. Define what success means to you and break it down into achievable steps. Second, work hard and stay disciplined. Talent alone isn't enough. Success requires dedication, effort, and persistence even when things get tough. Third, embrace failure as a learning opportunity. Every setback teaches you something valuable. Don't fear failure. Let it motivate you to grow stronger. Fourth, keep learning and improving. The world is always changing, and continuous learning keeps you adaptable and relevant. Fifth, surround yourself with positive and supportive people. Your environment influences your mindset and energy. Choose friends and mentors who inspire and uplift you. Lastly, maintain a healthy balance. Success isn't just about work or money. Take care of your health, nurture your relationships, and enjoy the journey. Remember, success is not a destination, but a continuous journey of growth and self-improvement. Believe in yourself. Stay focused and never give up. Your success story starts today. Thank you. Setting clear goals is one of the most fundamental steps on the journey to success. It might sound straightforward, but many people overlook this crucial element and find themselves wandering aimlessly without a clear direction. When you set clear goals, you essentially create a roadmap for your life. Goals provide clarity, motivation, and a sense of purpose, which are essential for achieving anything meaningful. To begin with, setting goals helps you understand what you truly want. Without clear goals, you might find yourself drifting from one task to another, trying to do everything but ultimately accomplishing very little. When you take the time to define your goals, you are forced to reflect on what matters most to you, what you want to achieve in your career, relationships, personal growth, or health. This clarity is empowering because it transforms vague desires into concrete targets. For example, instead of thinking, I want to be successful, a clear goal might be, I want to earn a promotion in the next 2 years, or I want to start my own business within 5 years. These specific goals give you something tangible to work towards. C, breaking down your big goals into smaller, manageable steps is also vital. Big goals can feel overwhelming and unattainable if you only focus on the end result. However, when you divide your goal into smaller milestones, each step becomes more achievable. This approach keeps you motivated because you can celebrate progress along the way. For instance, if your goal is to write a book, setting smaller goals like writing a chapter per month or 500 words per day makes the process less daunting and helps you maintain momentum. It's the small, consistent actions that add up over time and lead to success. Moreover, clear goals act as a filter for your time and energy. In today's fast-paced world filled with distractions, it's easy to get sidetracked by things that don't contribute to your objectives. When you have defined goals, you can evaluate whether a particular task or opportunity aligns with your purpose. If it doesn't, you can say no or prioritize better. This selective focus helps you avoid wasting time on activities that don't serve your long-term vision. For example, someone who wants to become a fitness trainer might choose to spend more time studying anatomy and practicing exercises instead of binge-watching TV shows. Goal setting helps you make conscious choices that move you closer to what you want. Another important aspect of setting clear goals is making them measurable and time-bound. Vague goals like, I want to be healthier, or I want to get better at public speaking are hard to track and can lead to procrastination. Instead, setting measurable goals like, I will exercise for 30 minutes, 5 days a week, or I will practice speaking in front of a small group once a week gives you a way to monitor your progress and stay accountable. Deadlines create a sense of urgency, which is a powerful motivator. Without a timeline, goals tend to drift into the future indefinitely. Writing down your goals is also a proven technique that many successful people recommend. The act of writing solidifies your intentions and serves as a constant reminder. When your goals are written somewhere visible, like in a journal, planner, or vision board, they become part of your daily consciousness. This increases your commitment and keeps you focused. Additionally, reviewing and updating your goals regularly is essential. Life changes, and sometimes your goal will need to be adjusted or refined. Regular review sessions help you stay on track and make sure your goals remain relevant and inspiring. Visualization is another powerful tool connected with setting clear goals. Many successful individuals use visualization to imagine themselves achieving their goals in vivid detail. This mental rehearsal creates a positive mindset and boosts confidence, making the goals feel more attainable. When you can picture yourself succeeding, it helps to overcome self-doubt and fear. Visualization combined with clear goals creates a strong internal drive that pushes you forward. Setting clear goals is not just about individual achievement. It also helps improve your decision-making and problem-solving skills. When you know where you want to go, every choice you make becomes aligned with that vision. This alignment reduces confusion and indecisiveness because you have a benchmark against which to evaluate options. For example, if you have a goal to save money for a house, you're less likely to spend impulsively on things that don't contribute to that objective. Instead, you'll be more deliberate about your financial decisions. Finally, having clear goals can significantly boost your motivation and resilience. On challenging days, when obstacles arise or progress feels slow, your goals remind you why you started in the first place. They serve as a source of inspiration and keep you moving forward, even when the going gets tough. Without clear goals, it's easy to lose momentum or give up when faced with setbacks. Working hard and staying disciplined are cornerstones of achieving success in any area of life. While talent and luck can play roles, it is consistent effort and self-discipline that truly differentiate those who reach their goals from those who don't. Hard work is not just about the number of hours you put in. It's about the quality of your effort and your ability to stay committed over the long haul, even when motivation wanes or challenges arise. First, it's important to recognize that success rarely happens overnight. Many people see the end result, someone who is successful, wealthy, or famous, and assume it came easily or quickly. In reality, success is the product of countless hours of hard work, often behind the scenes and away from the spotlight. People who have achieved greatness have invested time and energy day after day, steadily improving and pushing themselves to their limits. This persistent effort creates momentum, builds skills, and opens up opportunities that would never arise otherwise. Working hard requires setting a strong work ethic. This means showing up every day ready to give your best, regardless of whether you feel like it or not. It's easy to work hard when things are exciting or when you're seeing fast progress. But the real test of discipline is when motivation is low, obstacles appear, or progress slows. And maintaining focus and dedication during those times separates successful people from those who quit. It's this consistency that compounds over time, making a significant difference in achieving your goals. Discipline in this context means controlling your impulses and staying committed to your priorities. It means saying no to distractions and temptations that could derail your progress. For example, if your goal is to start a business, discipline might mean dedicating evenings to planning and learning instead of binge-watching shows or scrolling endlessly on social media. This self-control requires conscious effort and the ability to delay gratification. The reward of success lies ahead, but you must be willing to make sacrifices today to enjoy it tomorrow. Another important element of working hard and staying disciplined is developing a routine. Successful people often have daily habits that support their goals. These routines create structure and reduce the need to make decisions about when and how to work, which conserves mental energy and helps avoid procrastination. For instance, waking up early to exercise, dedicating specific hours to focused work, or scheduling time for skill development are all examples of routines that keep progress steady. Over time, these habits become automatic and make hard work feel less like a struggle. It's also critical to recognize the difference between working hard and working smart. While effort is essential, efficiency matters too. Working hard means putting in the time and energy, but it's equally important to prioritize tasks that have the greatest impact on your goals. Discipline helps you stay organized and focused on high-value activities rather than wasting time on busy work. This balance of intensity and strategy ensures that your hard work leads to meaningful results. Hard work and discipline also build character traits like resilience and patience. Success is rarely a smooth journey. There will be setbacks, failures, and moments of doubt. When you are disciplined, you develop the ability to push through adversity rather than giving up.
This resilience grows stronger the more you practice it. This resilience grows stronger the more.
Instead of being discouraged by obstacles, you learn to see them as challenges to overcome. Patience is also key because success often requires sustained effort over months or years, and the results may not be immediately visible. Additionally, the mindset that hard work and discipline foster is one of ownership and accountability. When you commit to working hard and maintaining discipline, you take full responsibility for your progress. You stop blaming circumstances or waiting for external validation and instead focus on what you can control: your effort, your attitude, and your persistence. This proactive mindset empowers you to take charge of your life and shape your future through deliberate action. There's also a powerful psychological benefit to hard work and discipline. When you consistently put in effort and see yourself making progress, your confidence grows. Confidence then fuels further effort and helps you tackle bigger challenges. On the other hand, when you avoid hard work or lack discipline, feelings of guilt or frustration can undermine your motivation and self-esteem. Creating a positive feedback loop through consistent effort is a powerful way to build momentum towards success. Finally, staying disciplined involves learning to manage your energy and avoid burnout. Hard work doesn't mean pushing yourself to exhaustion. Successful people know when to rest, recharge, and take care of their physical and mental health so they can sustain their efforts over time. Balancing intense work periods with recovery ensures that your hard work remains productive and doesn't lead to fatigue or decreased performance. Failure is often seen as something negative, something to be avoided at all costs. But when it comes to success, failure is not the enemy. It is one of the most valuable teachers you will ever have. Embracing failure as a learning opportunity is a mindset that separates successful people from those who give up at the first sign of difficulty. Rather than fearing failure, it's essential to recognize it as a natural and necessary part of growth and achievement. The truth is, failure is inevitable on the path to success. Almost every person who has accomplished something remarkable has faced setbacks, mistakes, and disappointments along the way. The difference is how they respond to those failures. Instead of seeing failure as the end, they see it as a stepping stone, a chance to learn, adjust, and come back stronger. This perspective transforms failure from a source of discouragement into a powerful catalyst for progress. One of the first steps to embracing failure is to change your relationship with it. Instead of associating failure with shame or inadequacy, view it as feedback. Failure tells you what didn't work, what needs improvement, and what to try differently next time. This feedback is invaluable because it provides concrete information that helps you refine your approach. For example, if you fail an exam or lose a business opportunity, analyzing the reasons behind the failure can help you identify gaps in your knowledge or strategy, which you can then address. Accepting failure also means overcoming the fear of making mistakes. Fear of failure can paralyze you and prevent you from taking risks or trying new things, but risk-taking is essential for growth and innovation. When you embrace failure as a learning opportunity, you free yourself from the fear that holds you back. You become more willing to experiment, take bold steps, and explore new possibilities because you understand that even if you fail, it's not the end of the road. It's part of the journey. Moreover, failure builds resilience. Each time you face a setback and choose to keep going, you strengthen your ability to cope with challenges. This resilience is crucial because success rarely follows a straight line. There will be obstacles and difficulties, and how you respond to them determines your long-term progress. By embracing failure, you develop mental toughness and the confidence to persevere, knowing that setbacks are temporary and manageable. Failure also encourages humility and self-awareness. When things don't go as planned, it forces you to reflect honestly on your actions, decisions, and skills. This reflection can reveal blind spots or weaknesses that you might not have noticed otherwise. Being open to this self-examination is a sign of maturity and a willingness to grow. It helps you avoid repeating the same mistakes and encourages continuous improvement. In addition, embracing failure fosters creativity and innovation. When you're not afraid to fail, you're more likely to think outside the box and try unconventional ideas. Innovation often comes from trial and error, testing different approaches, learning from what doesn't work, and iterating until you find a successful solution. Many groundbreaking inventions and discoveries came from people who didn't let failure stop them, but used it as a learning tool. It's also important to understand that failure is not a reflection of your worth or identity. Sometimes people internalize failure and let it damage their self-esteem. But failure is simply a result of actions or circumstances, not a judgment of who you are as a person. Separating your sense of self from your failures allows you to recover more quickly and maintain a positive mindset. Another key point is learning to accept responsibility when you fail. Taking ownership of your mistakes rather than blaming others or external factors is empowering. It puts you in control because it means you have the ability to change your behavior and improve outcomes. This accountability also builds trust and respect from others, which can open doors to new opportunities and support. Furthermore, sharing your failures with others can be beneficial. It helps reduce the stigma around failure and creates an environment where learning and growth are encouraged. Many successful people openly talk about their failures and the lessons they learned, inspiring others to adopt a similar mindset. This transparency also builds connection and empathy, showing that failure is a universal experience. Finally, embracing failure means being patient with yourself. Growth takes time, and success rarely happens immediately after a failure. Each failure is part of a larger process that requires persistence and repeated effort. By viewing failure as an essential ingredient of success, you develop patience and the determination to keep moving forward despite temporary setbacks. The journey to success is a continuous process of learning and self-improvement. No matter how talented or experienced you are, there is always more to learn and ways to grow. One of the defining traits of successful people is their commitment to lifelong learning. They understand that the world is constantly changing, and staying stagnant means falling behind. Keeping an open mind and consistently seeking new knowledge and skills allows you to adapt, innovate, and maintain a competitive edge. Learning and improving go hand in hand. It's not enough just to acquire knowledge. You must apply what you learn to improve your abilities and outcomes. This process creates a cycle of growth where each new skill or insight builds on previous experience, making you better equipped to handle future challenges. For example, a professional who attends workshops, reads industry books, or seeks mentorship is actively investing in their personal development, which can lead to better performance, new opportunities, and career advancement. One of the key benefits of keeping a learning mindset is adaptability. In today's fast-paced world, technology, markets, and societal norms evolve rapidly. Skills that were highly valuable a few years ago can become obsolete, and new skills emerge as essential. Being open to learning helps you stay relevant and capable of navigating change. change. When you commit to continuous learning, you become more flexible and better able to pivot when circumstances require it. This adaptability is crucial for long-term success because it prevents you from being stuck or left behind. Another important aspect of continuous learning is the ability to embrace feedback. Feedback is one of the most powerful tools for improvement, but it requires humility and openness. Instead of feeling defensive or discouraged when someone points out your mistakes or areas for growth, view it as valuable information that can help you become better. Constructive criticism provides insight into blind spots you might not be aware of and highlights areas where you can enhance your skills or approach. By actively seeking feedback and acting on it, you accelerate your learning and personal growth. Learning also fosters creativity and innovation. When you expose yourself to new ideas, perspectives, and experiences, you expand your thinking and discover novel ways to solve problems. This creative thinking is essential for standing out and achieving success, especially in competitive fields. For example, entrepreneurs who continuously learn about market trends, customer behavior, and new technologies are more likely to develop innovative products or services that meet emerging needs. Moreover, the habit of continuous improvement helps build confidence. As you acquire new skills and knowledge, you become more competent and self-assured in your abilities. This confidence fuels further learning because you're less afraid to take risks, try new things, or face challenges. It also impacts how others perceive you. People are naturally drawn to those who demonstrate expertise and a willingness to grow. A growth mindset is central to the idea of keeping learning and improving. This mindset is the belief that your abilities and intelligence are not fixed traits, but can be developed through effort and dedication. People with a growth mindset embrace challenges, persist through difficulties, and see failures as opportunities to learn rather than signs of inability. Cultivating this mindset encourages you to keep pushing your boundaries and striving for better results. In practical terms, keeping learning and improving can take many forms. Formal education like courses, certifications, and degrees can provide deep expertise in specific areas. Self-study through books, podcasts, articles, and videos allows you to learn at your own pace and explore diverse topics. Networking and mentorship give you access to real-world insights and guidance from experienced individuals. Reflecting on your experiences regularly helps identify lessons learned and areas for improvement. It's also essential to set learning goals, just as you do with any other objectives. These goals can be about mastering a new skill, gaining knowledge in a particular subject, or developing habits that enhance your productivity. Setting clear learning goals keeps your efforts focused and measurable, helping you track progress and stay motivated. Another dimension of continuous learning is emotional and social intelligence. Success is not just about technical skills, but also about how well you understand and relate to others. Improving communication, empathy, conflict resolution, and teamwork skills contribute significantly to personal and professional success. These soft skills often come from experience, reflection, and intentional practice. Importantly, learning doesn't always have to be serious or formal. Sometimes informal learning through curiosity, exploration, and experimentation leads to the most profound insights. Being curious about the world, asking questions, and trying new things keeps your mind active and engaged. This curiosity-driven learning encourages a joyful and sustainable approach to growth. Finally, by committing to lifelong learning and continuous improvement, you create a habit that becomes part of your identity. It's no longer just something you do for a goal, but a way of living that enriches your life and opens doors to new opportunities. This commitment makes success not just a destination, but a fulfilling, ongoing journey. The people you surround yourself with have a profound impact on your journey to success. Positive influences can uplift, motivate, and inspire you, while negative influences can drain your energy, undermine your confidence, and hold you back. Understanding the power of your social environment and deliberately choosing who you spend your time with is a critical factor in achieving success. Surrounding yourself with positive, supportive, and like-minded individuals creates an environment where growth and achievement become much more likely. One of the main reasons positive influences matter is that they shape your mindset. Humans are social creatures, and we tend to absorb the attitudes, beliefs, and behaviors of those around us. If you consistently interact with people who are optimistic, goal-oriented, and encouraging, you are more likely to adopt those traits yourself. This positive mindset can increase your motivation and resilience, helping you to overcome obstacles and stay focused on your goals. Conversely, spending time with negative or cynical people can create doubt and discourage you from pursuing your dreams. Positive influences provide encouragement when you face challenges. Success is rarely easy, and everyone encounters setbacks or moments of self-doubt. Having friends, family, mentors, or colleagues who believe in you and your potential makes a huge difference during these times. They can offer emotional support, share advice based on their experience, and remind you of your strengths and achievements. This kind of support system can prevent you from feeling isolated or giving up when the going gets tough. Moreover, positive influences can serve as role models. Surrounding yourself with people who have already achieved what you aspire to helps you visualize success and understand the path to get there. Observing their habits, work ethic, and mindset can provide valuable lessons and inspiration. Role models demonstrate that success is possible and provide a blueprint for how to navigate challenges. Their achievements motivate you to raise your own standards and push yourself harder. Networking with positive, like-minded individuals also opens doors to new opportunities. When you build relationships with people who are ambitious and driven, you create a support network that can offer guidance, collaboration, and resources. Opportunities for mentorship, partnerships, job referrals, or learning new skills often come through connections. A strong network of positive influences expands your horizons and helps you grow in ways that would be difficult alone. Positive influences can also help keep you accountable. When you share your goals and progress with supportive people, you are more likely to stay committed. Accountability partners, coaches, or mentors can check in on your progress, provide honest feedback, and encourage you to keep moving forward. Knowing that someone else is rooting for you and expecting you to show up increases your motivation and discipline. It's important to be intentional about the company you keep. Not everyone you meet will be a positive influence, and sometimes relationships that were once helpful can become limiting. It's essential to recognize when certain people bring negativity, doubt, or distraction into your life and set boundaries if needed. This might mean spending less time with pessimistic friends, avoiding toxic work environments, or distancing yourself from people who don't support your goals. Surrounding yourself with positive influences doesn't mean ignoring constructive criticism or avoiding people with different perspectives. In fact, diversity in your social circle can enhance your growth. What matters is that the overall environment encourages your progress and well-being. Constructive feedback from trusted sources is valuable, but it should come from a place of support rather than negativity or discouragement. In addition to people, positive influences can also include environments and communities. Joining groups, clubs, or organizations aligned with your interests and goals connects you with individuals who share your values and aspirations. These communities can provide motivation, learning opportunities, and a sense of belonging. Being part of a positive community reinforces your commitment and provides ongoing inspiration. It's also important to be a positive influence yourself. Relationships are reciprocal, and by supporting, encouraging, and uplifting others, you create a positive cycle. When you contribute positivity to your social circles, you attract similar energy back into your life. This mutual support strengthens bonds and creates a network where everyone can thrive. Lastly, the quality of your social environment can affect your mental and emotional health, which directly impacts your ability to succeed. Positive influences reduce stress, increase happiness, and improve your overall outlook on life. When you feel good mentally and emotionally, you have more energy and focus to devote to your goals. On the other hand, negative influences can increase anxiety and self-doubt, making success harder to achieve. Setting clear goals and planning your path is fundamental to achieving success in life. Without a clear destination or a roadmap, it's easy to wander aimlessly, waste time, and lose motivation. Goals provide direction and purpose, helping you focus your energy on what truly matters. Planning your path breaks down those goals into manageable steps, making the journey less overwhelming and increasing your chances of success. Clear goals act as a compass. They give you a sense of direction and help you prioritize your efforts. When you know exactly what you want to achieve, it becomes easier to make decisions that align with your objectives. For example, if your goal is to build a successful business, you can prioritize learning about marketing, networking, and product development rather than spending time on unrelated activities. Clear goals keep you focused and prevent distractions from derailing your progress. One of the most effective ways to set goals is to make them SMART: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Specific goals clearly define what you want to accomplish, leaving no room for ambiguity. Measurable goals allow you to track progress and know when you've achieved them. Achievable goals are realistic and within your reach, which keeps you motivated rather than discouraged. Relevant goals align with your values and long-term vision, ensuring that your efforts contribute to meaningful success. Time-bound goals have deadlines which create a sense of urgency and help prevent procrastination. Once you have set clear goals, planning your path becomes essential. Planning transforms a big goal into smaller, actionable steps. These smaller milestones are easier to manage and provide regular opportunities to celebrate progress. For instance, if your goal is to run a marathon, your plan might include weekly training schedules, gradually increasing distance and improving endurance over several months. Breaking down your goals reduces overwhelm and makes the process more manageable. Planning also involves anticipating obstacles and preparing for challenges. Life is unpredictable, and setbacks are inevitable, but having a plan helps you stay on track despite difficulties. When you foresee potential problems, you can develop strategies to overcome them or adjust your course if necessary. This proactive approach minimizes surprises and keeps your momentum going. Another important aspect of setting goals and planning is flexibility. While it's crucial to have a clear path, rigidly sticking to a plan without adapting to changing circumstances can be counterproductive. As you progress, you may gain new insights, encounter opportunities, or realize certain approaches aren't working. Being willing to reassess and modify your goals or plans ensures that you stay aligned with your evolving vision and the realities around you. Writing down your goals and plans can significantly increase your commitment. Putting your objectives on paper or digital documents makes them tangible and real. It also serves as a constant reminder of what you're working towards. Many successful people keep journals, vision boards, or digital trackers to monitor their goals and reflect on their progress. This practice enhances motivation and accountability. Accountability is another key benefit of clear goals and planning. Sharing your goals with trusted friends, mentors, or coaches can create external motivation. When others know your objectives, you feel more responsible for following through. Accountability partners can provide support, encouragement, and constructive feedback, helping you stay committed and focused. Setting clear goals also boosts your confidence. Achieving small milestones along your planned path provides a sense of accomplishment and proof that you are capable of success. These victories build momentum and encourage you to tackle bigger challenges. Confidence grows as you realize that your goals are within reach when approached systematically. It's worth noting that goals should cover different areas of your life, including personal growth, career, health, relationships, and finances. A balanced set of goals ensures holistic success and fulfillment. Hunter. For example, focusing solely on career goals while neglecting your health or relationships can lead to burnout and dissatisfaction. Setting goals in multiple areas encourages a well-rounded and sustainable approach to success. Planning your path also involves managing your time effectively. Time management skills help you allocate your hours to the most important tasks related to your goals. Prioritizing high-impact activities and minimizing time spent on distractions ensures that your efforts yield the best results. Techniques like to-do lists, time blocking, and the Pomodoro technique can help enhance productivity and keep you on track. In addition, visualization is a powerful tool that complements goal setting and planning. Visualizing your success in vivid detail creates a mental image of achieving your goals, which can increase motivation and focus. Many successful individuals use visualization techniques to reinforce their commitment and mentally prepare for challenges. Finally, setting clear goals and planning your path creates a sense of purpose and meaning. When you have a defined direction and a strategy to reach it, you approach life with intention. This sense of purpose fuels your passion, persistence, and resilience, which are essential qualities on the road to success. And that's how you can set yourself up for success in life. By having clear goals, staying committed, learning continuously, embracing failure, and surrounding yourself with positive influences. Remember, success is a journey, not a destination. Every step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to the life you want. If you found this helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Also, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear about your own goals or what you're doing to stay motivated. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Keep pushing forward and stay unstoppable.